Welcome to the channel, Farm with Nick. Thank you so much for coming along with me today on a farm tour. We are on the map, Big Flats, Texas. And this was a suggestion by one of the subscribers to the channel, Griffin Langles. Hopefully I'm saying that right, Griffin. Thank you so much for this idea for a farm build, and more specifically a dairy farm build on the Texas map here. So what I would like to do is give you a farm tour of it today, and we are actually not going to build it together. I actually have it built. So I kind of want to show you the location of where I have built my map. So it's this secondary farm. It's the cattle farm here on the Texas map, if you've ever kind of played on it. And I'll just go to the map here. So the starting farm is down here. And you can see I actually have a version of something I was messing around with on here. And then the store for this is way up here in the top left. A lot of big fields on this map. Very cool. Very cool. But then over here, this is where I built my version of a dairy farm here on Texas. So I like the location. I mean, it's kind of cut through these fields or drive through and around. You get a couple small fields, but I like the small footprint that it had right here. And I wanted to build something right on this plot. And as you'll see, I'm going to take out all these red pens, take out this shed. I did leave the small one here. These silos, I did want to leave them. However, the dump for the silo are actually, the triggers are actually inside the shed. So I had to remove them, and then this back area is all completely different as well. So I just wanted to give you a quick, like, here's what it looked like kind of thing before I show you exactly what I did to the build. All right, so we'll go from this into this. So here is our dairy farm on Big Flats, Texas. I really like how this one turned out. I kind of modeled this on some of the farms that would be kind of around in my area. I'm from the Midwest, but I really like the layout. I wanted to use that same kind of footprint as the original cattle farm. So I'll kind of just tour around really quick so you can kind of see it. And then we'll kind of do a drive around, and I'll show you all the buildings as well. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. And let's actually jump into our side-by-side here. Give you a quick drive around. So for this one, just like the one on Stone Valley, I'm just doing another farm tour. And reason being, like I probably spent way too many hours on and off working on this, so I was just like, in the end, I'm just going to tape it, and I'm not going to actually build it with you. So my apologies there, but you can at least see it. So here, off the main road, we have our first cattle pen. You could let them out there, or that would be our holding pen. And then you're going to drive up. We have a kind of drive-through shed right here. And have our pickup in there right now, yep, of course. But yeah, this turned out really well. So here's our holding pen. Going to drive up here. Gave some textures to the road, all that good stuff. Now I did not continue the white fence across, and it wouldn't let me because of the triggers. So, this is where you dump your feed and your water. And in the end, I know it kind of looks a little bit silly. It's like, oh, it's open. They could walk through. But these cattle on the game won't, so I don't have to worry about that. But anyways, I just left it open because I was like, I'm not going to mess with the triggers and stuff. So I have these fences, though, that I can open, drive through to get to the other side. I thought that was really neat. I really like these kind of gates here. So we're just going to drive through really quick. So we have our holding pen. You know, if you want to pick up more cattle, you would, drive them up here this way, drop them off. They can go into the barn over there, kind of like that. And then here's our main barn for our dairy operation. Close that gate. And so the cattle, they can go into here. And so our main equipment is. Oops, I'm gonna close that one. That won't give me. There it goes. Jump over that one. So then you can drive through, not this one, but this one. And this is your main entrance in and out of the barn. But I like that, so close that back up. And nothing too special up here, kind of just left it as is. But let's drive back around. So I like that opening cattle pen. I thought about putting some type of water feature, but then in the end I was like, let's just put the cattle pen up here. So I'll kind of drive down here now. Now this cow barn actually comes with an open pasture, and there's ones that do not come with pastures, but I left this one with the pasture. Kind of liked how that turned out. And we'll come back around by the house here in a sec. So if I hang a right here, here's another cattle pen, and for some reason every time I load this map up, it adds the grass back in. So instead of it looking like this, and if I just go into the landscaping, I would like, and you can see, now it's not letting me paint in here. Interesting. Okay. Well, there we go. Something's... So typically every time I've come in here, I've added the animal mud, and now it's not. So, alright, something to figure out. Or I have to reset that barn. Something. But it was working, and I had animal mud in there, but it did it with this one too. I had more animal mud in there. But you can see over here, if I show you, it left the animal mud here. I painted that on. And I painted this drive. There's a collectible right there. And I added this mud here, and then the rest of it would take it away. So I don't know if it's something with the map or the trigger, So I'll have to figure that out for another day. So we'll continue on with the tour real quick. So here's the back part. And you can drive through there, and then I have another barn here. You could put some vehicles, bales, what have you, and then in here you can store some equipment. And then going this way we have this barn. I'm pretty sure hopefully this barn trigger works. See if it gives me the trigger. Yep. So I can put livestock in there. And then I have a little silo here, and that's just, if I wanted to put the mineral feed or, a little bit of TMR in there, I would. And then I'll keep going. To my, almost drove right past it. To my right is this large barn. This is a bale and bale storage barn. So I've put in the other ones, but I just want to try a different barn. So it looks nice and open. I think you can get 750 pieces in there if I'm not mistaken. So I kind of like that. And I put the square, that's the square bale barn in there. So I'm not huge fan of the color on the sides. I wish you could you could change it a little bit, instead of that stucco look. But I think it's fine. I think it'll fit in nice. But might as well test it out. So Going this way, have the manure pit right there. Come around the back. And then in here, we have our calf barns in here. So open that up. Excuse me. So in here, I put the same white fences as up front. And we have quite a few of the calf barns. We have the larger ones, and then I put some of the smaller calf huts in here. And I know it'll be tight trying to get feed in and out, but if you're using small things, or if you're using like this side by side, like you can see I tested out, it'll give you the trigger. So I think this turned out really nice. So we're just on the back side of that other barn here, and we'll just drive through here, and you can see I put in a stone wall right there. I mean, something, it looks like I should have used that for like Stone Valley. There we go. But I put this stone wall in. I had the white fence over there, but then just kind of coming around, I thought it was just too high and, like, in my opinion, too obtrusive. So I just wanted to put something a little softer. Let's see if it gets me. There it goes. I wanted to put something a little softer. And I really like how this turned out. So, a little lower fence. I mean, then you can kind of like look into the pens. You can see them. And I really like how that looks in the end. So, something I didn't really plan on, but I think in the end it turned out really well. So, I'm excited about that. And then that's the end of our cattle area. And then over here, just drive up to it really quick so you guys can see it. Here's our main silo. We have an extra small silo bin there, and then we have a huge water tower. So I would jump in the build mode, see if you can see it with the big American Eagle on it. So that's really cool. I put that water tower there because, again, for this map I did not put in a water feature. So, and then we have another storage barn here, and then right next to it we have another workshop area. And then you can get out of that little spot too. And then coming through, you can see we have another big pole barn. We have our silos right here, kind of all condensed into the middle. And if I loop around, we'll kind of go through these and then talk about the different barns in a sec. Here's that main one that I showed you from the very start of the video. And I put those blue ones back in, but the way they were in here was that the chutes were actually in the garage. So the garage was almost unusable with trying to get some of the equipment in and out. So honestly, I just flipped them back around. I kept two of them, and then I kept that, or I put in that fermenting one right there with that concrete one. And really, that concrete one, that's one of my favorite silos, just because honestly that's what it looks like around my area, a lot of the concrete silos. So big fuel tank right here. We have a little dog right there, little dog house. Here's the back end of that opening barn, that drive-through barn. Got some firewood and some propane heating the house. We got our flag pole, little circle thing there. And then here's nice big pull-through barn. So I'm really happy about this. And then you can pull through this backside here to get back to the silos and or the small workshop here. So I thought that was really cool. I'm happy with how it turned out. I put the white color on for the paint just to match the other small opening garage, so it wasn't the only barn on the property that was white, but everything else you can see is that darker red that I kind of like. And then I have another small garage right here, and then kind of just some storage, some things here on the side placed. I have to drive around there. But I left that whole tree line over there too. On the map you can see behind that barn, there's that tree line that was on the original area. So let's kind of loop back around. Let me get into the build mode and just park in the overhang here. There we go. So let me get into the build mode, just so you guys can see what buildings I actually put down. And if I missed one, just let me know, but then I can click on it. You guys can see what the mod is. This one's just a normal farmhouse with the white. And then here's the next one. It's the 62 by 60 shed. And then keep going over here. This one's called the small hall. And you can see I repainted that. Next, right here, gives me the trigger. And it's just called the barn. This is from that American barn pack, I'm pretty sure. And they're all green, so if you're looking for the mod, they're all green. And then obviously I just painted it that white to match. So we have those first 3 buildings right here. They're all white to keep with that theme. And this one's the small garage that comes with the property here. And then we'll just kind of go over here so you guys can see. This is the cow barn. It's the lizard cow barn pack, I'm pretty sure. And this is the one with the pasture. And I know they come with like a feeding robot. And I'm pretty sure they're like on the back side here. And obviously I left it out because I didn't want to like build into this grass field here. So that was my plan, just to leave this one. And then in here, I don't know if it'll give me the trigger. Yep, it did. It's the cattle pasture. This is the cattle pasture that was actually here from that opening scene where you saw all the red cattle pens. This is just one of those, and I just turned it so it faces here with the feeders and the water. Oh, excuse me. And then I put the white fence around it. So actually that's just one of the cattle pastures from that opening one. Let's go this way. And right here we have a sprayer tank, one of the fast filling ones. We have a multi-fruit silo. We have a large fermenting silo. And then I snuck in the multi-fruit buying station, of course. And then here's the other multi-fruit silo, just so you guys could see them. And you can always just pause the video if you need to, if I was going too fast, I'm sorry. Here's this one. It's also in that American barn pack, I'm pretty sure, just because it's green. And then here's this, oops, there it goes, cow shed with pasture. And I might have to reset that, because now it won't even let me paint in there, which it was letting me paint. See, like right there, it still left some of the animal mud. So, but I can still get the cattle in there, so in the end, you know, it'll still work. Then over here, this is the bale and pallet storage. So if you want to get that barn, it's pretty cool. I'm excited to kind of play around with it, see how it works. And then a loop back around, and we have the small extension, the silo, extra large one. And then here's it's called the American water tower, of course, because it's the bald eagle on it. Really cool. Easily to spot, especially on these big open fields here in Texas. Be able to spot that large water tower. And then we have just a small, diesel tank. And then the American barn right here. And then this one is called the Dirt Farm Workshop. And pretty cool. It's got a lot of really neat detail in it. I'm really appreciative of what that modder did. Very cool. And then I just left that other side closed. But yes, that door does open. And pretty sure, we did that barn. Okay. And then these are the calf huts right here. So you could see those. And then let's loop up So we have just some other like little implements, things here. I already showed you that's the small haul, everything else. Yeah, so there it is. There is our dairy farm on Big Flats, Texas. I really, really like the layout of it. I like how it turned out. I like that it's not so spaced out. If you've seen some of my other farm builds, you might go, oh, that's really a ways away. This is really more condensed. However, when I do that, you know, obviously it takes more time just putting it together, seeing which buildings work, and then seeing how the flow will work of like getting around and moving around the map. You know, like for example, you know, you could put some gates in right here. However, like getting in and out all the time and driving around, you know, it's just more work. And, you know, if you're moving cattle, you know, you'd open up these gates, you know, you could just lead them into there. Would it be more work? Absolutely. But you could do it. Here, you know, did I need to put the fence and the stone wall around all the calf huts? Probably not. However, I think it looks really nice. I think it gives it a nice touch, and it looks really cool, in my opinion, too. So, but there you go. Thank you so much for kind of joining me. And if you haven't joined the channel yet, feel free to subscribe to Farm with Nick. See some of the other farm tours, the Let's Plays, and some of the other builds that I'll be working on. And especially with Farming Simulator 25 coming up, I'm really excited to get my hands on it and see what it'll do and make some builds. And if you have suggestions, and shout out again to Griffin for this one on Big Flats, Texas. We've been kind of talking back and forth about doing one, and I finally got to it and been working on it here and there. But I finally got something I like, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'd actually play on this map, and maybe I will. I'm probably thinking my next thing is for this map, to go on a side tangent, I'm sorry, is to put down some equipment too, and I'll probably bring you guys back for all of that to show you all the equipment. Sorry for the glitches there. That's the kind of flying through those power lines. It always does that. But I'll kind of just walk then. But yeah, going through, I'll probably get some equipment, and because we're on Texas, I want to get some large equipment as well. So stay tuned for that. I might put out a video and show you all the equipment, get these barns all filled up, and we're going to go from there. So, but yeah, shout out again to Griffin. Thank you so much for the suggestion. And if you have a suggestion or a map that you'd like me to put a cattle farm on, or a horse farm, or sheep, let me know in the comments below. And if I have time, and especially before FS25 comes out, let me know, and I'll see if I can get to it. And even if I don't make it a actual build, I'll see if I can even just give you a farm tour like this and show you what I came up with. So once again, thank you so much for watching and joining me. Oh, our dog came out to the road with us. And I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good one. Thanks so much. Take care. Welcome back to the channel, Farm with Nick. Thank you so much for joining me. Right now, I am on Big Flats, Texas, and it's been a while since I created this this map here, or this farms, excuse me, and I just wanted to show you my setup for it with equipment, because the last time I redid everything and put all the buildings down, I just gave you a quick farm tour. However, today I want to kind of go through and show you my equipment for it. So I'll kind of go back here, and let's walk back here. So I have a side-by-side, kind of like I've done in a lot of my videos anyways. And then we'll kind of come back to that barn over there. So this front barn, equipment-wise, nothing there right now, but I have my pickup back here. And then we have a bunch of John Deere tractors. So my first one, it's a 8330. And then the one right next to it, I have the 8110, which I really like been playing with this one a lot. So I'm hoping some of these new John Deere models are in the FS25 new game coming out. And then I have the 8410, which that has been a favorite of mine as well. And I have those kind of aggressive looking tires. It's really cool. And then over here, I have just a small little 54.3 tractor just pulling our feed. And then run over to this way. I have a little semi, and I'm just using this for milk right now. That's my plan. So that's just my milk transportation. And you can see we got our cattle up here on the previous build. And then let's go to the back here. And I have started farming on this a little bit, so I'll show you what I've been working on. And my plan is to actually continue working on this farm until FS25. So I really do like this map. So I have a Mac right here, and I have our cattle trailer. I think that holds about, I don't know, I think it's under 50. Pretty sure. And then I have a small little Blizzard Bobcat right here for manure. And I know I could just come up and get the trigger and have it fill, but kind of like doing that manual. And then over here, I have two big semis, and both the double on those. So there's some big fields on the Texas one here. So I figured, well, better invest and get two semis for this. Kind of loop back over here. There's a water trailer. Here's a diesel trailer. So I have to refuel. And then in here, I have my planter, John Deere, and then I have my drill. So I've used this one and that planter before. And then I went with a different loading wagon. Went with one with tracks. So kind of excited to use this. And actually right by me, there actually is a farmer that uses one that's very similar to this, a large one with tracks. So that's kind of cool. And then I have my sprayer. It's the 4940. And I was like, well, these fields in Texas are just massive. I really wanted to get this, and I've wanted to play with it for a while, and I've never actually used it on the game. So really excited to try that. So let's go to the back pole barn here. And in here, this is just my little bale tractor. Got the spikes on it, so really like that one. I've been using that one a lot in the International. And then have my manure wagon back here. And then in this back barn, I actually have quite a bit jammed in here, but I have my forage harvester. So processing some corn for the dairy operation. And then I have two harvesters, and I'm pretty sure these combines are the same. Yeah, S690 and S690. And then I put the dual tires on the front, both of them. So I haven't used those yet. I'm excited to. I have a field I purchased straight out this driveway into the left. So I'll have to get those out soon. And then equipment-wise, let's keep going this way. I have a mower up here. So I'm going to use this mowing deck on my side field. And then I have couple corn harvesters. And I have my other harvesters here on trailers ready to go. And then I have my plow back here. Then let's loop up here. So this is my grass field. I've been working on cutting this already. And right here I have the 410 8RX. And I like this one a lot. It's so cool with the tracks. And then I have our mower deck on the back of this. I use this one in the Alma series. But that one's really cool and can process some big fields. So then we'll scooch over here. And in here, nothing yet. I'm going to use some small equipment to get feed and water in here. That's my plan, and I will continue to play, and I want to get some calves in here. So right now, no calves. Close that up. And then back around, we have another manure pit for this cattle barn here on the right. And then I've been working on some hay a little bit and straw. So that's my plan, to kind of start loading up some hay bales and some straw in here for winter. So I'll continue working on that. And then we have our tedder and windrower right here, just next to some of our old equipment back here. And then we have our barn. Oh, our John Deere baler I bought for this map. So it's a 690 baler, square baler. Yep. So I'll get to using that more. And I think I do have, yep, I have a bowl in here. So that grass, if you watched the first video, I did paint that grass, and I've deleted this mod and put it down. And for whatever reason, it does not want to stay. So I just left it in the end. And it is what it is at this point. And I've used this this mod before. It just does not want to work with this map, or maybe just this location. Could be. And then, oh, forgot some equipment over here. So next to the windrower and the tedder in this barn, I have a slurry, and I have another truck, and I think I was going to use that for milk too, but we'll see. I have that other one out front, the Mack truck, so I might get rid of that and sell it. And then I have the 4320, the diesel version. It's one of my favorites. And then I just have a water trailer off of that, and I was just parking it in there in that shed. And then up here we have the back entrance to our large cow barn, excuse me. And then that kind of loops back around to our cattle trailer and back up to the front. So there you go. Yeah, there's all of my equipment. Some firewood, getting ready for fall here already. So let's get in my pickup here. Get to that backfield again. So I had started cutting the grass, and then I was going to ted it, and then bale up all this, start getting it in the wagon. That was my plan. So let's get this wagon going here. So yeah, I really do like this this map here on Big Flats, Texas. The big square fields are going to take some time, so I might actually have to invest in more equipment and do some more building onto that farm. We'll see. But my plan is to actually keep playing on this. And like I said, keep playing on this till FS25 comes out. So I have a worker just going on this right now. And then this is quite a large field, but already did a couple passes, even around the back there. So while that worker's going, let's jump in another tractor. So I keep teleporting around. And let's just use this one here. So let's get our tedder out. So I'm really excited to kind of try cattle on this one here. Get some calves going into their pens over there to the left. And I'll keep you updated with the progress that I've made. So I like this little tedder. I know it's small, but it is fast. Very fast. But it makes for quick work. That's for sure. So I'll get some passes go on here, and then I'll just probably let them continue working. Now that smaller John Deere mowing deck that you saw, that green one, I'm actually going to use that to cut some of the side grass field that I have. So when you buy this farm here that was like made for beef cattle, when you buy that, it actually gives you this field and then the one on the side, which is good. So I'll continue there. So thanks so much for kind of joining me as I'm kind of showing you the equipment that I've been using and have set up for the farm. And I'm really excited to actually keep playing on this one and continue and get our cattle operation going and maybe buy some more and keep breeding them and get some calves going. So I'll continue working right there and let you guys go. But I thought I'd give you a little extra here as I'm just working on this field, and maybe I'll bring you back when I get those two combines ready and I have a field. Just kind of pause the tractor right there. I have a field off to the side here that I can get those combines out for pretty soon. So once again, thank you so much for tagging along here, and hope you enjoyed some of the bonus content, me kind of cutting and setting up, and then probably catch you guys on the next one, and probably get windrowing this and then baling it up, of course. So hope you guys have a good one and take care. Welcome back to the channel, Farm with Nick. Right now I am on Texas again, and I am working on those hay fields that we have behind the farm. So I just unloaded, I had some straw bales on our wagon. And let's actually get into another mower. Let's go over here. I want to get started on our side grass field. Then I'll kind of show you, I have workers out in the other fields, but let's get this other mower going. I guess I'll just leave the bale spikes on it for right now. So, at the last episode, I was working on starting... Oops. I was working on starting these grass fields out here, as you can see. And I have a worker out there right now. You can see in the background. They're tedding it up. And then I have another one on that mower. And that's the 8RX. So let's hop in this one. And let's get to the side field. And then I'm going to come back and get to some windrowing too. Before the episode's out here. Alright, so this side field is also ready. So I'll just do a pass around, and then I'll hire this up on a worker as well. So thanks so much for joining me here on this Texas farm. Really enjoying playing on this. And like I said, probably gonna continue working on this one, and then continue working on the Stone Valley one as well. That's my plan and my goal. So fingers crossed it comes true. But yeah, I really like this one. I love the layout. So gosh, if the new game comes out with this for 25, I could see myself trying out these new features and then just building this map again for 25 for sure. My apologies. I know I'm not the best with this type of mower, but it's not a big grass field, so I figured, yeah, let's do it with this. And then all this hay, I'm just going to collect, store it in our bale shed there in the back. And then after that, need to look at using our forage harvester, getting some corn. I know I have a side field back there. Oops, just ran over that downspout. We have a forage harvester back there to get some corn for our cattle, and I'd like to get our combines out as well. So let's back around here. And then hire this up on a worker as well here. I'm just not as adept with trying to turn the mower around, unfortunately. There we go. So we'll see how much I can really get to, as you can tell by the sky that kind of night is near. So I think I have, yes, I did buy something to rake these up with. Alright. So I'll kind of work into the night here, see how much I can get done. So let's use the 8110 here. Dog there. So I hope everyone's having a great day here. Hope you guys are still enjoying and liking everything that FS22 has. I know I've talked quite a bit about 25 coming out, which I'm really excited for. I mean, it's really close. That's why I'm trying to play as much as I can before 25 comes out. Because honestly, I just don't know if I'll have the time to want to come back and play everything else here on 22 anymore, which is usually not the case. Usually you just kind of go to the next game and just never look back. Yeah, it's kind of getting dark here. Alright, so we'll see how much I get done here, and then probably just continue the next morning, or next month, excuse me. Yes, I do have 1 day months on. So yeah, that would put us into next month here, September. Then also that would, I think the grass stage would be fine. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I think the grass would be fine. I don't think I have to worry about that. So I see a worker just finished up. That's lovely. I'm assuming it's that mower that I just started. Alright, so I'm gonna go check on them. There's our other mower. Oh yeah, they're all done. Would you look at that? Just kidding. It says 2 sets of lights on this. Maybe the worker, or maybe they just can't handle turning the mower around to the other side, which I know I'm not great at either. You can still tell I know it's just a habit, but I leave the controls on in that top upper left when I play. I could probably do without them. It's just when I want them, I go, oh no, what is it? Yeah. So I might have to end up cutting this, I can tell. Because this is the way I want to go on it. Keep that mower on my right. Yeah, so this is the way I want to kind of keep that mowing deck. I know I'm doing all these little turns and stuff. Probably not doing it right. I agree. Welcome to this episode. What not to do with mowing. Oh, they're cutting this field, getting it down. Yeah, so I'll probably just come back and get this field. And once that other mower is done on the big one, this will go much, much quicker. Absolutely. Alright. So, I mean, it's addicting. I know I'm just doing all these turns, making everyone dizzy. But it's addicting just to keep going on it. Yeah, it's getting dark here now. So let me get out another tractor really quick, and then I'll get some bales started up here. And then, like I said, process that. I'll come back to this. back to this front field. Let's hop over. Oops. Let's use this one, yeah, the 8410. Oops. Let's get out there. Just ran over our dog. I am sorry. So let me get baling some of this. So as of right now, I didn't make any of the... Oh my gosh, I can't even make that turn. I didn't make any of the cattle feed. I just bought it and said, yep, I'm getting going. I'm just going to buy feed. That's it. Nothing fancy. So I will hopefully start working and then continue this fall on the game. I can't get the trigger on there. There we go. I'll work this fall and see if I can get some chaff going, make silage, and I have those fermenting tanks over there. Should be ready to go. Should be. That's the key word. There we go. Awesome. So there we go. Yep. Got our square baler going, and we're getting some hay going. I'm surprised the workers, they have no lights on over there. Interesting. Oh, there they are. Guess I'm just too far away. So unfortunately, this is the only task that you have to do. Like, I'm pretty sure I can't hire a worker to get these, which is okay. You know, this is relaxing, kind of just mindless. Just drive straight, turn around, drive straight, and then I'll kind of zip around and get that on the loading wagon, and then call it good. And then maybe get another cutting of hay off these fields, but that's a big maybe. We'll see. I'm not sure how the Texas map is here on trying to get snow or not. I'm assuming they still give you snow on this Texas map, but we'll find out. If you just watched one of my other previous episodes, the Elma map of me sliding around and I don't know, just kind of laughing at myself about me trying to feed those cows, and obviously I did not clear any of the snow, so that's great. But yeah, I'll continue on this. So kind of just get one more pass, and then I might just let you guys go. It's gonna take a little while here, but you can kind of see what I'm working on, and at least give you an update. I'm really kind of excited to find little times throughout the day now where in real life I can sit down, kind of play the game, at least kind of show you what I'm up to, and keep you updated, especially on this farm and Stone Valley, like I said. So be on the lookout for more episodes, and maybe even shorter episodes at that. And hopefully you kind of like that as well. That way you don't have to sit and watch a whole half hour of me, you know, cutting and baling and raking up grass. But you kind of get the idea. I mean, unless you haven't done it before, and that's just fine. And everyone kind of does some of this a little differently, but when you kind of get the idea of, yep, that's what he's working on, he's doing those fields, alright, got the idea. I don't need to watch another 20 minutes of it, unless that's your thing, which is okay too. I've watched many people do this on Farm Simulator, and I like it too. It's really relaxing. So, I know I said I was only going to do one more pass, and then look at that, I just keep going. Bonus content, that's what we'll call it, bonus content. So, alright, let me just check in with the other workers, and then kind of pause it there. There's my other one. Yeah, it's getting dark. So that worker, we're doing pretty good. We're almost done with this field. You can kind of see it on the map there on the left. So yeah, they're getting it. And we have that tedder out there. Doing good. And then there should be wherever they are. As they teleport through. Wherever they are. The windrower. There they are. So, alright, well, I'm going to pause it there, and thanks for kind of stopping in here on the farm. Late evening here, as it's kind of getting dark here on the farm. And hopefully I see you guys on the next one. So, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one here on Big Flats, Texas. Thanks again. Take care. Welcome back to the channel, Farm with Nick. Thank you so much for coming back here. I'm on Texas right now. And the last time I saw you, I was working on these back hay fields. And you can see I finished that one, and I also finished the one on the side. So just kind of putting things away here, and then I was actually going to get started on another field. So let me just, where was I going to put this? No, I can't remember. Lost my train of thought. Let's just set this out by the bale shed. So if you watched the last episode, I was working on this map and the game like into the night and the evening, so that was pretty cool. And I'll just park this right there. It's working into the evening and the night, and then I just kept getting the bales all situated and stuff too. But yeah, that took the most, was actually getting everything baled up that you see out there. So kind of just putting some of these implements off to the side, and this mower deck looks big with this tractor for sure. Just set it there. So I did end up finishing that front hay field with that little mower deck over there off to the side. Alright, let's just park this tractor. Let's put it in the shop here. And then I know the cattle need feed here. As you can see, I'm in September now, so I'll have to get to that. But I'm just trying to get stuff off of the hayfield. So this 8RX was just awesome using this. I really like that. You might notice another silo in the background there. Because I'm getting all this hay, I figured, you know, I'm just gonna park this baler back here. You know, I thought to myself, I'm gonna add a TMR silo. So I'm not sure if it's a mod or if it's something that came with one of the maps. If you see it right there to my left behind the cattle trailer. But I added that way, and I'm not the best at adding in cattle feed to like a mixing wagon. I am almost terrible with it. So I added that silo as a way to help mix it, and then I get all the right quantities as well. Alright, so let's see. I think I brought the tedder and everything else in. I think it's just my other tractor. Yeah, that was out here. So you can see I finished up this field. I've been bringing this in, and then I've been placing it into that TMR mixer for now. So I tried that out, works fine. And otherwise, I've been just putting this into our bale shed right here to my left. So for right now, I'm just going to take this hay, I'm going to put it into that plant, the mixing plant. And I know you might be asking, why did I even, bale it up? I could have just used the forage wagon. And you're right. You're absolutely right. I don't know. I just felt like doing bales this time. So I'm pretty sure I'm trying to play without the triggers here. Yep, there it is. So I've been trying to play without all the interactive markers, and I kind of like that. It looks way better, in my opinion, but at the same time, it's hard to remember where everything is. So I'm trying my best. Alright, so you can see I left this field. I have to come and get all these, have it on auto, so I just have to really drive around and pick them all up. So let's get one more load, and then I'm pretty sure there's a field that's ready, and I'm going to take our combines out there. I'm going to take both of them out there as well. But let me get this load, and then I'll probably come back to this as well, obviously, and pick up these bales. I don't know, the look of the bales is really cool. I mean, I tried the forage wagon on the Alma series. I did like it. It was something a little bit different than what I'm used to, but at the same time, I don't know, everyone around me in real life, all the farmers, they all bale. No one I know actually does a forage wagon. Let's hop over and get this one here. So I'm okay with baling. It takes more time. The tedder, the windrower, you can set a worker on it, which is nice. It's just the baling you can't, and yeah, it takes some time. You got to put some effort in, unless I was to attach that windrower or use, I don't know if you've seen, you have if you've been playing this game, 18 bales on there. See, that looks pretty high. We'll leave it at that. I'll take it back. Probably seeing like the bales and windrower packs that are actually attached to it. I mean, those are cool, but I don't know if those are real. I'm assuming no. Yeah, doesn't that look? That looks neat with all the bales out there in the distance. That looks really cool. So, alright, let's take this back up, and I'm just going to put it back into that mixer as well. Another thing, I've been kind of playing around with the audio. Let me know if you can't hear my voice. I turned down the tractor sounds. I feel like in the last handful of episodes it was hard to kind of hear me. And maybe that's just me. But I was like, well, if I can't hear myself, and I might be exaggerating, but if I can't hear myself, I'm just thinking, can others? So let me know, and I can try to fix it. Alright. A cool tractor. I like this case here. Okay, well, you get the gist of this job. Keep working on there. And let's hop over to our map. And there we are. All right, so these fields in the Texas map are ginormous. And I own 4, and then 5 and 6 were with property. And then over here, I forgot to sell it. And it is ready to harvest. Is anything else ready to harvest? No. All right, but field 10 is. So let me get these combines out. And this is the S690. And we're actually just gonna go, both of them. Yeah, pretty cool. I like these ones. So I've never actually played with them or used them, but they look really cool. Alright, so I don't know if I can just attach these. Yes, I can for these. Okay, so we got one hooked up, and let's run over here. Let's get the other one hooked up. Okay, I'll get this, and then I'm gonna get that auger wagon out there, and I'm assuming it's gonna be a lot, so I'm gonna have to bring the semi out as well. Now I have 2. I'll at least have to bring, there we go, all hooked up. At least have to bring 1. Alright. So let me take these out to the field, and I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so I am in the 8410, and I'm just coming back to the farm, grabbing our loading wagon or auger wagon here, and I have both combines working out there already. So quite a large wheat field, even when I look at like a field like that to my right. I mean, it's pretty cool, and I'm gonna go out there, get some of the wheat out of that and this, and then I'm also obviously gonna get the combines too. Or sorry, not the combines, but the semis. Yeah, see, they're almost full. Oh, this is a little heavy for this tractor. It is. Well, I might have to switch it out for the 8RX. Yeah, look at them. I'm sliding all around, driving on my neighbor's crops. Oh my. I need another tractor because I'm going to keep, my plan was to keep that straw out there and bale that up for the cattle. So I could just use that. Use the 8410 for that. Yeah, this one. A little too much weight on here. Yep. Okay. Alright, well let's head on back. I just like this tractor though too, it's really cool. And I have the more aggressive tires on here. Looks really neat. Alright, well I guess that one's not gonna work. But live and learn. So yeah, let me head back, switch it out, and then I'll take the 8RX out there. I'm pretty sure that's the biggest tractor that I own that would handle that type of equipment. And I'm not looking at purchasing. I could get a bigger one, but I wasn't thinking or planning on that. Alright. But anyways, I can hook this up to the baler, which I know I have. It's off to the side. It's back over there. Alright, let's get to the 8RX. Yeah, these combines are already full. Do a couple passes and they're done. Alright. Let's take this out there. And I foresee, like you can see the game time. Just playing for a little bit, but I have it on 5 times speed. So, gosh, I foresee this field taking maybe, yeah, this month into October, really. Not real months, but game months. So yeah, absolutely. I think it'll take a little bit to harvest these big fields. And then after that, I know I have the one, I think that's sunflowers that's in there, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on it. But I'm pretty sure, I think it's sunflowers over there, so I'll have to harvest that, but that'll be later in the fall anyways. It's not ready. See if you can see our combines out there. I guess I do not, but they're out there. I started them both on opposite ends. And then this is the starting farm I think they give you on Texas. So I sold the house off of here. You can see the hole in the ground over there. So I sold that, but then I kept all the barns and I just never touched them. So alright, let's get out there. And our other one should be on the opposite side somewhere out there. Oh, isn't this a cool setup? I mean, if I wasn't playing on Texas, maybe I wouldn't be playing with such big equipment, but it's cool. Like, once in a while, just go for it. Buy the big equipment, and gosh, sometimes you can be playing the game forever. I know it's cheating to throw money in and play it that way, but at the same time, it's like, well, I don't know. Sometimes you're just grinding and grinding, and then it's nice once in a while just to like be able to play the game and play with some big equipment. Alright, so let's hop over here. Looks like this is a smaller height, by the way, too. It is. Interesting. Well, that'll be... It just ran in my tractor. Well, that'll be fun, trying to drive alongside of this. Alright. Oh, it's gonna give me the trigger there. Oh, thank you. That's so nice. Alright. Let's hop back over by way of teleporting. And let's get one of the semis out. Alright, so my plan, I guess with this harvest on this field, is to just put it in the silos here at the farm. And then maybe in the winter, that would be something I would go and take it and sell. Now it's just wheat, like I'll use the straw, like I said, but otherwise I don't have any chickens on this farm, no pigs, no sheep, no horses, so I'll probably just sell it off when the prices are better, of course. So hopefully the audio is a little better for you. Like I said, I turned down that vehicle sound. Hopefully you can still hear it. I didn't want to completely take it out. You know, sometimes you can't even hear the vehicles, but I didn't want to do that. Alright, just put it there. And sprint out to our field. So yeah, all this straw I want to bale up and use. Oof, it's a lot of running here. Should just switch this to workouts with Nick. Running around. I'll have to look at those combines. I don't know if they have the longer pipe extensions. I know, like, in my other series, I've been playing with the X9. You can see, obviously, I have the largest header on here. But I don't know if it has a smaller one, you know, or a larger pipe on there to drive next to it. Oh wow, so this can hold quite a bit. You can see I'm only at 18%. And that's pretty cool. Alright, let's drive down here. Oh, that's cool. There's the Texas flags up there on those silos. Alright, let's get up to them. Not going to give me the trigger. There, thank you. Alright, well, I'll probably let them do a couple more passes. You guys kind of get the idea. Now I'll just keep working on harvesting this field. And unlike my other series, like I said, I'll keep this straw for the cattle. Then I'll have to come back and bale that up as well. I'll probably just get that 8410 back out and use that to bail this up. Looks like they're almost done. Alright, let's see how good my driving skills are. Will it give me... No, it's really close. It will. Man, couldn't be much closer than that. Like it if it had a longer or a pipe extension. Well, now I know. So I guess after this is all accounted for, it's so weird. It's not giving me. It gives it to me a little bit. There it goes. Though. So yeah, you can tell it gets in there. I'd like a little more, than I hit them. So nice. So nice to my employees here. Yeah, I would like a little more wiggle room with that. Absolutely. Now I know if this was pretty flat ground and you could pretend if it wasn't too bad, meaning like the ground was dry enough and you could actually drive on it with a semi. I've seen even this this fall, I've seen some farmers out there not with their auger wagons to load or grain carts, either one, whatever you want to call it. They were actually out there with their semi and just driving right up by them. So, obviously you can do what you want. This is a game here. But I'm always like, sometimes I'm like surprised. I go, oh, you could have a semi come out up to the combine and just unload right into it. And yeah, obviously they can do that. So maybe after that other combine to the right is done, or close, it looks pretty full. You can see it from here. I can see how full it is. Yeah. Wow, it's still giving me the trigger. I'm not even in the... See? It's weird. I'm not even in the pipe. But yeah, I could take the semi out there just to take it right up to it. And why not? I mean, I've seen it done, so it's not impossible. It's not as common, I guess. I will say that, yeah. It's not as common, especially if the ground is wet or it's more uneven. You never know. No, it's not giving me the trigger anymore. There it goes. Wow, this holds quite a bit. So it looks like I'm at 52% full. It's holding a lot. Cool. Alright. I'll let them turn around. Let's take this out to my trailer over here. And then, yeah, I'll probably just let you guys go. I'll just continue trugging along here. And then on the next episode, maybe I'll just finish up that out here, kind of bring you back. Yeah, that other combine's done. But you can see that was only like, what, 6 passes? Yeah, this is going to take a while. And that's okay. Let's load into this first one here. And then I do need to fill up the cattle feed too. I know they're getting a little low. They're not happy with me. Wow, yeah, that filled it up quite a bit. Alright, let me just put pipe back in, jump back out, and before I let you go, let me fill up that back trailer. But yeah, this stuff is fun. This is what I like to do too. This kind of field work. And I know this is a popular thing to do on the game too. But yeah, pretend like this side of the field was fine. You could get out to it. I've seen combines just unload right into it. Why not? There we go. So I'll take as much as I can. And then, yeah, my plan is just to take this back to farm, like I said, put it in the silos, and then figure it out from there. Probably just sell it later, and when the price is higher, that kind of thing. I mean, obviously I could take it there now. Yeah, so this is wheat. And I know there's not as many places. So it looks like our best price is $2,600. And that's not bad, you know. So I could take it there and just sell it that way too. But we'll see. We'll see. So, alright, well, I'll let you go. I have the combines back to work. I'll just continue working on this field. Probably get some bales from this as well. And then I'm going to take this back to the farm, and I'll let you go there. So thank you for joining me here on Texas again. I really do enjoy playing on this map so far. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy kind of watching it. And look at that farm in the background. It looks really cool. I really do enjoy playing on it. So yeah, looking forward on this map. I got another field to harvest that I'll continue on. Got some cattle chores for sure I have to take care of. And then I'll continue on that wheat field and hopefully have it wrapped up by the time you get back. And yes, I have those other hay bales. I gotta pick those up too. So a lot of work to do, but let you guys go, and hope you guys have a good one. Take care. Welcome back to the channel, Farm with Nick. Thank you so much for coming back here on the mod map Texas. And as you can see, I'm just filling up this front pen here that we have that kind of goes into our large cattle barn. And it's kind of getting late here. I was working on feeding a couple of the pens, so I thought I'd bring you along, and I'm probably just going to tag into the next day as well. Let's get one more. Let's loop around the other way. There we go. So, right now, let's look at our cattle. Yeah, I gave the large barn some feed. They're at 16,000 liters. That's the front pen here with the one male, then the 5 female, and then we have our large one, and then we have the other one that's just the one bull, and that's in the other pen here. That's on the other pen right here to my left. So let me just give them one more wagon load here, so I don't run into the fence. Oh my. I'm trying to do too much here. Just watch me struggle. Alright, I guess I'm going around. I'm get stuck in here. I made it. I made it. I have to pause the game. Edit that out. But I'll leave it, it's fine. Alright, I'll just go around the front then. I did go around that way the first time, of course, and I wasn't taping it on camera. Alright, so we'll feed them here. And this one we have 100 in, even though it does not look like there's 100 head of cattle in here. Look at that bull running in there to the left. Food, food. It's kind of funny. So what do they need? They are starting to produce milk, which is great. And then, let's see, the front one, they take water, but they're okay for right now. I just gave them some feed, so they're okay. And then this one needs straw as well. And then that back one with the other bull needs straw. So I'll finish giving them. So we need to bring some straw in here, actually. And then if you join me on the last video here on the Texas map, I was working on harvesting that big wheat field, and I brought the combines back, and I'll show you them here in a sec. Okay, start driving now. Yep. I'll show you them. Just go straight so I don't embarrass myself again. And close the gate. So it looks like that bull right there to my left, he's okay for now. Alright. Some manure in there. So still no calves yet. Want to kind of move forward on this map, just like I want to on Stone Valley that I'm playing. Get some baby animals going, but I know it kind of takes time too. Alright, so let's just park this off to the side here. Now that silo that I put up here, that's my TMR one, and for this I did start putting hay in it. As you can see, I forgot. I was like, I think I did. So I did start putting hay in it. So that needs straw and silage. Now the silage for right now is just going to use some of the hay, and then just continue working on that. Let's jump over. Let's go over to the combines really quick. And you can see, let me in. I did extend the pipe on here too. So if you saw that previous one, I was like, oh, I don't think it's big enough for that header, which it did make it, barely. So I went and went to the shop there and customized that And then I also did the other one as well. So I have that out there. So that should help immensely. Alright, let's run over here. So in that last episode, I have the wheat here. Yep, and I still have a whole trailer full here. So let's dump that out. And let's just put it into this silo. I know it's pretty full. Alright, and one thing I forgot, because I was messing with those combines. There. Put the game up to 5 times speed again. I put it down to 1 just so I could make the drive and go back and forth. Let's unload this. So I'll worry about this later with selling it. Do all that later. I'm going to get going more on their feed, so worry about that a little less. Alright, so let's go park this. Just make a loop and come around. I'll park it by this other sign. And you can see I still have bales to be picked up back here. So slowly but surely I will get these loaded. So I brought the combines back. I did purchase a new hay wagon right here. And then, oops, I started to, you can see I only have 2 bales. I'm starting to put some bales on here. And then I was kind of debating, should I place them in that bale storage or just start honestly putting them in the TMR silo and just getting feed ready. That way I don't have to keep buying it. So I don't know. I was kind of thinking about that, what I should do on this map. But continue with this. I know I don't have to do this with the tractor. It's kind of just like a easy little task. I know I could just drive around with that truck. But while I was thinking about, alright, where do I put these bales? Do I want to put them in there? I think, pretty much that silo should take everything. You know, there's no reason why it shouldn't take it. And then I go, well, why do I even put it in that bale storage? You know what I mean? And then at that time, I go, should I even have that bale storage? Just scrap it, take out that building, and put something else in. I'm not really sure. So I have to think about that one. Alright, well, I'm going to continue this, but I can see it's already kind of getting dark. I'm going to kind of speed this process up. I'm going to go to the sleep trigger here and let's move ahead time a little bit to the next morning so it's not so dark here. Even though it looks cool, that scenery looks really amazing. Can't wait for the new game, but it's going to look even better. Alright, so let's move up to October now. There we go. I have some manure to collect there too. And there we go. Finally got to the pickup. So as you kind of saw, if you were really paying attention, And you can't see out there in the distance right now too. I actually started getting that field kind of cut up with chaff. So my plan with that was actually to start collecting that for the cattle as well. That way, you know, you're starting to produce your own feed and I don't have to buy it. Alright, let's start picking up some of these. I don't think this is, you know, might be too heavy for this truck. I mean, I'm full speed right now and oh, I missed that bale. I'm full speed right now and I'm only going 20 miles an hour. I might have to invest in a new truck. Yeah, it's not super fast. I thought this would be much faster. Guess I could get a tractor on this as well. But that's okay. So yeah, you can see over there, I just started doing one pass, nothing much really. But I was like, yeah, let's get going on that field over there. And I can start getting the corn off of that. I know it's October, but probably able to get another cutting off of this. So that would help with the hay production for sure. Continue working on these grass fields. And I didn't mind it. Like I said, if you watched that video, and I tried not to, you know, have you guys sit there and just watch me, you know, do every excruciating task, but I didn't mind it. I did like part of that process. The longest part was just the baling. Breaking it up, turning it over. That didn't take forever, really. So, but yeah, it was the raking for sure. That's what was taking or the baling, excuse me. That was taking forever. Yeah, this truck is not doing the best. Alright, so guess what? I decided I'm just going to put it in here. And I believe the trigger's back here. Yep, there it goes. It's taking them. Okay. And I like having the pickup for this, but man, that does move slow. Let's get another tractor on it or something else then. Let's go through. Let's just drive through here. Let's just grab a tractor out of here in the front then. Yeah, I don't mind this like as my, you know, so-called farm tractor. I kind of like it. But yeah, when it's that slow, let's try the 8110 on it. We'll see if it's that much better. It might not be. But it should be able to pick up these. So let me get a couple more loads. Sorry, it's loud there by that. By that silo running. Let's see. I might be able to get this all in one. Can I? I like that small grass field up there. That was nice, easy to do, fast as well. This cornfield is quite massive. I feel like I can make a couple videos of just that, but who wants to watch that? not me, but let's see, I'll loop around, grab this one. Yeah, I should be able to get maybe the rest of it here. So I was gonna get another load, and it's from that straw, and I baled it from that wheat field that's out there. So I was just gonna get one with you guys while you're here kind of watching me, and then I'll probably just pause it after that. But I may be able to get all this. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be really close. Well, I'm at 50%. So I purchased this auto-load wagon. I know I have that John Deere hay wagon, but then I just wanted something that would hold a little more. I'm like, geez, I don't have to drive all the way back and forth every time I want to get the load again. Yeah, I did get it. Nice. Alright, so this field is all set. It's kind of cool. All set to do it again. And maybe, I'm pretty sure, like in November, it'll probably let me, maybe not, we'll see. If I can get another cutting off of it or not. Alright, so I'm just going to go put this right into the mixer as well. There it goes. Great. Alright, and let's just look at that really quick. So got quite a bit of hay in there. The silage, I'm just going to take from that other silo over there, and then straw. Well, you know where it's going to come from. It's going to come from that wheat field. So let me jump out there. Hopefully I don't run on my dog. There. Alright, let me jump out there and at least get going, grab a load, and bring it back to that silo, and then let you guys go. So you kind of get the idea of my process, where I'm at. Slow, but surely I will get there. That way I can start building up some of the silos, get the cattle feed up. I mean, still quite a bit of cattle to feed, and obviously I need to do a lot more harvest before winter, which I know is not going to happen, to actually feed them. I know that for sure. So I'll just do what I can, and then call it there, and then just probably have to buy it, obviously. Alright, don't go into the old house divot there. Oh, we have weeds on here already. That was quick. So you can see, pretty cool site. There's all of my straw bales that I worked on off camera. I can't remember if I started them a little bit, or I think you just saw the swaths. That's right, from the combines. Combines with the small pipes that barely made it past the header. Alright, so just make another pass all the way down, and then just back up towards the original starting farm there. And then I'll just take this back, and then, like I said, my plan is just to obviously just put this into the TMR mixer. And I was so tempted to like get a forage, or what is it called? Like the mixer for the cattle mixer. I couldn't even think of it. But I was so tempted to do that and just put it in by hand and mix it. And then I just thought, well, there's probably a mod. I just want to do that. Just keep it a little more simple, and that way a little less work is put in. I don't have to think about it as much. So even this, I know this is cheating. You know, bales just don't fly up into the wagon. Alright. Oh, it's gonna give me more on the top. Go for it. Yeah. Let's get a couple more. Yeah, so that farm truck that I have clearly is not gonna be the best. Oh, that's it then. Okay. Well, you can see, kind of just stop in the, whoa, sorry, tree in the way. You can see in the background there, turn off the lights, quite a bit of straw bales back there. So this is going to take a handful more trips. I don't know if I can tag another trailer onto this one. I don't think so. I know other ones you can, and then you can tandem them, you know, out and back, but I don't think this one you can. So yeah, this is gonna take me a while, so you might see more of this, but like I said, I'm gonna work on that cornfield next. I want to continue, and I want to push forward into winter here, and then get into spring, all that stuff. So we're making progress on this, and I'm so glad and grateful for everyone kind of joining in here on the Texas farm. This has been a really fun farm to play on. I really do enjoy it, and like I said, I want to keep playing on this for the next couple of weeks until 25 comes out. And that's my goal. So, all right. Well, I will let you guys go there. See you guys later. Welcome back to the channel, Farm with Nick. Thank you so much for joining me here on Texas again. And right now I am just getting some chaff here. And this is the side field next to our grass field here. You can see I'm just following the worker right now. I kind of like running the harvester when this job is going. However, I know you have to put the wagon on the back of the harvester, which is all right, but I know typically you'd have to have a tractor next to the harvester with a wagon, and you wouldn't just have the worker pulling both. So right now I'll just keep it like this and continue on here harvesting this corn up and give it to our cattle here and see how much it gives us, which I don't think will be enough to get the whole winter through. However, I guess it's better than nothing. Okay, so I'll just keep going here, and I'll check in with you when I'm on the next task here. Alright, so I'm gonna hook up the worker here to the wagon really quick. And then we'll let them go. So this part, I know, typically does not happen, but kind of save some time, speed up the process a little bit. I decided I'll just attach the wagon to them and call it good. But yeah, otherwise, I wouldn't mind doing this task and driving myself. Alright, we'll let them go. Let's hop over here to our other tractor. Now, if you've been watching this series, you know we did a large wheat field, and we're actually going to go out there now and collect some more bales. So I've done a couple trips, but I figured, well, while you're here, let's just do a couple more. Oops. Past my road. I'll just do a couple more trips here and knock a couple more bales out. So slowly but surely, I will get there. Yeah, cool big fields. I really like this map. And I know everything's kind of squared off, so it is easier to kind of have a worker work on these fields here on the Texas map. So that is one cool thing about it. Alright. Let's do some unrealistic bale loading here. Gosh, I remember before auto load wagons were available on the older simulator games. You had to stack them up and get them on just right and put the straps on. Oh, those were the days. I'm just teasing. I'd rather do this, and I know it's not realistic, but I'm okay with that. Some things I'm okay with. Other things I try to do a little bit more realistic, but because of time, stuff just doesn't happen. That's just life. But this one I'm okay with, yeah. Let the bales fly up. Alright, so I'm going to continue there, and then I'll just jump back in here when we kind of get back to the farm, and I'm just going to put it in our silo. Alright, so I'm just coming back into the farm here. And I've been placing all these straw bales just into the TMR silo here. I thought about, many times just put them in that back bale pole barn. However, I don't know, in the end I would just have to move them again anyways, and this silo is not full, so I figured, yeah, let's just do that and call it good. So that's what I'm up to. Alright, so you get the idea with that task, and I'll have to make, well, more than a handful more loads here, kind of going back and forth. So I've been parking this tractor and the wagon just up here off to the side, that way I remember I still have straw bales over there. So let's see how our worker's doing. Ooh, not too bad. We're at 61% or 51, 62. Not too bad with this wagon either. But yeah, this is some of the process that I like. It's kind of relaxing, just kind of collecting the corn like this. Something a little bit different than the combine as well, but sometimes you just don't have all the time in the world to sit here and harvest. But I'll do a little bit here. Save myself some money. Kind of cool looking inside here. I wish I was better in the first person view. Trying to keep that lined up, but I don't know. This is much easier for me, so I'll just keep it like this. Okay, so kind of get the idea here. Let's jump over, get a tractor. And I'm just gonna go get that that cart, unload it, even though I know it's not completely topped off at 100%. Alright, so we need to jump over in there, dismiss them, detach this. There we go, just don't run over all the corn. I'll switch this out. Alright, take this back to the farm. So not too bad. I think we're about a little under half, maybe a third done with that cornfield. It's not terrible in the amount of time been with me here. So obviously my plan is to just finish that up. Whoa, whoa, keep it straight, keep it straight. Too fast. Alright, but let's unload this and put this into our fermenter. Alright, line that up. There we go. Alright, let's kind of see where we're at in there. There it's going. Get some hay in there still, and we're storing our silage. Perfect. Yeah. So there's, yep, so we have no silage in that TMR one. But then my plan is obviously to move it in there and start filling it up. Okay. You kind of get the idea, so I'm just going to continue here and just drive through our grass field here and just continue working on that cornfield, get it harvested, and then go from there into the next episode here on Texas. So this Titan trailer too, it's one of the modded trailers that you could get. I kind of like the color scheme. I put the John Deere green and then I put the yellow kind of trim around it. I think that looks pretty good. Kind of match the harvester kind of setup there. Alright, let's get them set up. Get them going. Alright, jump back in the tractor and continue on. There we go. Wow, that pipe can really just blow it all over so far. Okay, so thank you again for joining me here on Texas. And hope you guys have a great one. Thanks so much for watching again. And if you haven't joined the channel, I'd love to have you join the Farming with Nick channel and community, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Welcome back to the channel, Farm with Nick. Thanks for joining me again on Texas here. So right now, I have been just kind of working away here on the side field, and we are just doing a harvest here on some sunflowers. So I have a couple combines already out there, and we have our tractor here ready to unload, so I'm just gonna drive in this other semi up here, and let's just turn around for right now. And jump into our 8R here. So I have a combine on the opposite side of the field, and I'm just working on harvesting this before winter kind of rolls in here in Texas. Getting this off the field. And if you can see on this combine, I extended the pipe on it, much easier to get next to it with the extension on that pipe, unlike the wheat harvest that I did. So it gives me a little more distance there. I like that a lot. And this wagon here just holds quite a bit. But probably need to go get that other combine unloaded pretty soon. But yeah, it holds quite a bit. And honestly, I know I could just use the semis and bring them up and be done. But I kind of like this task of driving back and forth and unloading them and putting them in the semis there. So this field that's just right across the road off to the side of our farm, it's a very large field, and I decided not to do it the lengthways of the field with harvesting. Just decided to do the shorter way. I don't know if it'll be faster, but we'll see. Alright, almost out here to this combine. And this is on the edge of the map, as you can see. I don't know if they're done or they're just waiting. I think they're just waiting. Let's see. Yep, they're just waiting for me. And yep, there's a patch back there that I'll have to go back and do. So yeah, that's the one thing about this map, I guess. If it's right next to the edge, the AI worker's not going to get it. Alright, I know I'm not full. However, let's just go up there and get this into the semi. And then I have some other things to kind of take care of and put away, I guess. But you kind of get the idea here. I'll just have to keep running back and forth and unload those combines. Alright, so let me jump over here. And if you remember from the last video, I was over here anyways, getting the corn off the field. And honestly, I just ran out of time with other stuff after I harvested, and I left the equipment out here. So I'm going to take the harvester back first, and then I still have a wagon full of chaff to put in that silo as well. All right, jump back over here and have that trailer full with my last load. So, like I said in the other video, I know this is probably not nearly enough feed for the cattle. You probably have to do that field or something like that more, a couple more times to get enough that would actually last you through winter. But at least I did it once, and we'll just go from there, put it in there, and we'll call it good for now. Yeah, see right there, the combine's already 80%, so it's going to be a quick field with 2 of them out there. It's just the fact that, you know, you're driving back and forth. So let's take a look here, and yep, there's our chaff, there's our hay, and we are storing silage. Perfect. So there we go. All right. And just put this off to the side, and let's get back out to the field. Alright, I just kind of opted for the semi now. But honestly, I don't know. Kind of looks like flat ground. Anyways, it's not, you know, I'll say it's not really muddy. It's, I smack into the semi. But, you know, I've seen other farmers actually take their semis right out if the field conditions are good, and the combine will stop and unload it right into it. So as long as it can take the weight and tires are good on there, should be all set. So let's unload this one into here. And get them set back up. The worker. Oops. And there we go. Alright. And that first one on this first tank there is pretty full. Not too bad, but let's take this back out and just keep working at it. Continue it on. Alright, so one thing I've been thinking about, and let's jump over to the barn. And this might be a bad idea right before I'm kind of done playing on this map, but I want to have more cattle in here. Oop, there's a collectible. I can't get it. Bummer. So, this might be a mistake, or might be a great investment, we'll see. But I want to add more to this barn. Where's the trigger? I think is it over on the side here? I'm trying to play without the icons. Make it look a little better. So I got 200. And I'm at 100 right now. So let's add some more. And like I said, this could be a mistake. Or this could be a great profit here. But I haven't really gotten any milk. I haven't been selling anything yet. So why not? Let's just load up the barn and go for it. So let's do 50 of the regular or fully grown cows, and let's do 50 of the heifers in there. A little cheaper there. All right, so we'll see how that ends up. And this one up here, this front pen, where's the trigger? It's around here somewhere, I know it is. There, 100, so I only got 6 in here. And I don't know, I'm okay. Let's just leave it 6. I mean, it's more of like a holding pen or, you know, unloading zone or for them to come into from the main barn. So let's leave it there. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, check out the next couple episodes, see if it was worth putting in another 100 head of cattle in there. Okay, and let's jump back over, see how our field is doing here. Alright, just unload the combine here again. Oh my gosh. What a day. Just keep ramming into the side of the trailer. Alright, so we're in October here, but after this field is harvested, I probably need to jump over and give the cattle some feed. As that's the cattle pasture one. Where's the barn? Yeah, they're at 0 because of me. And we have some slurry in there, so I could sell that or use it to fertilize the field. So yeah, I have to do that, and I'll probably just do that after working on this big field here. Okay, so I'm just gonna probably show you a little bit more of this harvest. I know it's slow going. And just to kind of do maybe one more task, let's, once I get up there, let's actually jump over to the farm and let's give at least one wagon full of TMR to our cattle. And then maybe I'll top them off then after that field's done and then call it good with them until the next month. Let's unload this. That one's pretty full up there. There we go, get the back one. So yeah, my plan is to sell all this. So we're not doing bad, like money-wise on this map. I'm not struggling, but I've also been playing on this for it's my 7th episode and haven't really made any money either. So this will be our first like profit. But let's see. Yeah, I don't have any TMR, so I'm just gonna buy it again. And while you're with me, I'll give them a wagon full of feed really quick. Might as well. Alright, there we go. And I know this barn is pretty cool. Like this whole stretch, it will have the trigger for your feed. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, I'm interested to see like what cattle are in 25. Are they gonna look the same? Are they all gonna have horns? You know, I don't know. And udders. Are they going to be the same type of, like with cattle, especially, is it going to be the same type of care? And depending on like the barn or the mod, like, are you going to need water again? Are you going to need straw again? So be interesting to see like the changes and improvements that they do to cattle, or that the modders actually do to cattle. So I'm excited about that. And you know, is there other stuff that we could do besides just TMR and hay and grass? So be interesting to see some of those improvements or changes at that. So I know even from 22, from 19, it changed. Oops, back up a little bit. It changed quite a bit with animal care. So some of it just stayed the same, but there was quite a bit of changes with it. And once that happened, I really did like 22 with the improvements. Okay, so let me just park this off to the side, and oh, I can see our combine is full again. So let me kind of go back out there and continue working on that sunflower field. So thanks for kind of joining me here on Texas again for hopefully a calmer episode. And if you haven't joined the Farm with Nick channel, feel free to. I'd love to have you kind of tag along, and hope everyone has a good one. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Welcome back to the channel, Farmer with Nick. Thanks so much for joining me again here on Texas. And right now you can see we are in the start of winter. And I think this is my turn here. Let me just check. Where am I? Yes. Okay. So, from the last episode, I just had my semis back at the grain elevator, and I sold off all that sunflower. And now we're into December. I totally forgot about our semis being out there. So obviously I'm just bringing them back to the farm. And thanks for kind of tagging along here on the last episode of Texas. Unless, I'll always say unless, this map would probably get placed on FS25 or something similar. But you never know. But I really liked this farm build on Texas. It was probably one of my favorites, honestly, in the end. I really liked my Alma farms, obviously, but this Texas one was up there for me, personally. So, while you're here on this last episode, I'm just gonna take care of a handful of things. I have some field work over there, obviously, but I'm gonna leave those, because I just took out that sign. I'm gonna leave those, but I want to get some things kind of squared away for winter. And let's go down the second drive. And then, my plan is to just kind of see where the cattle are at. Hopefully I can get some milk and actually sell some product from them. That would be great. But as you can tell here, it's snowing now. And I don't know, I mean, I've never played on this map through the winter. And some maps are just completely different than others. I don't know how the Texas map will be with how much snow is actually going to fall in this. Alright. So I'll just park this in the middle. And let's kind of get over to the other one. Oh geez, all the way around. There it is. So yeah, we filled up both of these semis in that last episode. And did pretty well. I thought it was around, like, I'd have to even go back to my other video. I thought it was around 300. So it did pretty well on those sunflowers. I was happy with that. Alright, let's just hire this up on a worker. That way you don't have to watch me drive all the way back to the farm. And let's set them right there. There we go. They should be all set. So I've actually never been to Texas either, but it'd be interesting, like, if anyone on the channel or watches the channel from Texas, like, for your snowfall, do you even get any? Do you get accumulation? I have no idea. Let me know. I guess I just have no idea to even say either way. All right, let's fill up our wagon. I'm pretty sure I can use this. And let's see where we're at with our silage and everything. Well, we have quite a bit. And then, yeah, I never, before that last harvest, I forgot to move it over. So, let's fill this up then. if you were here for that last episode too, I filled up that cow barn with a ton of cattle. So I know that could be a blessing, or it could be one of my big mistakes here. Alright, let's see where they're at. Oops. There, it's going down. Just taking a while, but I had quite a bit in there. I guess more than I thought. I don't know if I get out. Let's keep going. It will on this map. Nice. Awesome. Alright, so I have a bunch of manure in there. I know I have a manure. There it is. Wagon, so let's jump over. No, I'm just doing a lot of odds and ends on this episode, kind of finishing it up. Don't want that wagon or that tractor. My other ones are over here. Alright. Use the 83 here. Oh, that's right. My other one's connected to the trailer back there. Alright, let's get a load of manure in here. Get that pen kind of cleaned out a little bit. And you can see on this tractor, I don't have anything. I have no hours on it. Never used it. There. Whoa, it's not going to take this one. Need something a little bigger. Yeah, it's not going to go up that high. This Bobcat's not going to make it. Alright. Let me fill this up and I'll bring you guys back when I get it filled up. I thought that would be able to take it. Just going to tip the Bobcat too high for this. Alright, I'll bring you back in a second here. Okay, so I actually ended up just selling, or not selling, but leasing out a wheel loader and just loaded that up really quick. So I thought that Bobcat, and you know, even with its smaller bucket, I thought it would be able to handle that, and actually it didn't, obviously. So my mistake on that one, but it happens. It's okay. So I just did that really quick, and that way I can get that pen cleaned out. I know I have that bull in that pen, and for winter I probably want to move them out of there. But we can fertilize this grass field on the back real quick. I'm not sure, can a worker do this? It can. Is it going though? Oh, the percentage is the same. Alright, yeah, I guess no. The answer is no. Interesting. I guess they would drive it, and that's it. Okay. Yeah, so it's been snowing on this, and nothing is accumulated at all. And maybe this is a map that doesn't accumulate snow. I don't know. I have snow on. So, and then depending on what map you're playing on, sometimes you get like almost a little bit of unrealistic snow too. Like, there's no way you have, 3 to 4 feet of snow for months. Like, I don't know. Especially if the map is not a very, the elevation is not, way up in the north or anything. Alright, so almost done here. I can put this back, but yeah, this is the first time I used this tractor. Guess I really didn't need it on the farm. Could have just used a different one. And the first time I got to using our manure spreader. But that's okay. So I got a little bit on that other pen I see over there. I'll just leave that for now. Alright. The spreader, I'm just gonna leave it outside right now. Worry about it later. And I think our semi has returned. Jump through everything. There it is. Alright. Park this back up in the farm too. So I filled up that wagon with all of our silage. I'm gonna put that in the fermenting silo now, or not fermenting silo. Put it in the TMR mixing silo, and then that way I can actually start processing some of my own feed, which would be nice. There we go. Also, not a ton, but I mean, filled this up pretty well. I'll take that. All right, there we go. And let's see where we're at with that. Oh wait, that's the silage. Yeah, there we go. I'm putting it in there. So we have some more in there that's making right now, actually. And then, yeah, should get some TMR then out of this pretty soon, which would be great. Okay, let me just park this off to the side. And let's see what the cattle, we do have some milk. So that's the pasture one, and then here's the barn. Not as much in that cow barn. More in the pasture. Interesting. So I don't know, I forgot where the triggers are for the... Is it here? Must not be. Is it back? No. So I could just put on the triggers and see where the milk trigger is, because I've never done it yet. I just forgot. Yeah, I forgot. Okay. I was close to 1. I see it there now. I think that's for the barn. And then where's the other one for this pasture? Is it over there on the right? Oops, did I move it? Oh, that's all. It's not that one, it's the one, it's gotta be the one in there. Yeah, it's interesting. It's December here on this map, and look how nice and green this grass is here. Okay. Let's see if it gives me the trigger here. There we go. That should get us all the way up. And let's see, where could I go sell it? Lone Star Goods. Let's do that. Tag that place. There we're at 100%. And there it is. Alright, let's close these gates. So a lot of just odds and ends here on the farm, as you can see. Alright, and let me just bring you back then when we get up to the store there. Alright, so I'm back at the store slash like the animal dealer on the map is right there to my right. So we got our milk. Let's see what it gives us. And then, like I always said with this, whoa, can't stop that fast. I always said with this map, it would be so neat to actually make a town over here on this corner. And I know there's been a couple friends of the channel here, subscribers, that have said, hey, you should actually make a town. Because I know I would enjoy it. I know I like doing the farm builds, but I think a town would be like really, really cool. I mean, that would just be taking it to the next level and really making something cool. Not just on like that small scale of what a farm could be. But there was a subscriber that kind of told me about maybe and doing a big grain farm operation. So I think that would be really neat as well. So 73,000. That's wonderful. Yeah. So that's our first profits actually from the cattle at all. So that's really cool. Okay, so I'm gonna take this back, and we're in December here. I'm just gonna go forward and probably meet you guys in the spring. And it is springtime here on the farm. So I kind of skipped ahead a little bit and did a little bit of chores, but then just kind of jumped to spring. So I have a load of TMR here for our cattle. And I'm just gonna go in here. And I just want to give you my final thoughts, overview of the map real quick, and jump into our build mode just so you can see. And like I said, this has been one of my favorite maps to play on, almost. Some of the fields were quite large, took a while, but I really liked playing on it. I love this layout, and I loved how you could go in here through the main road, and then it would loop around to the back pole barns, had a little circle turn here, a pull through pole barn, and then I left that first barn right here, garage, and then I added this large cow barn with that first pen off of it. So really, really happy with this. And as you can see, it is springtime, so we finally, I know, have some calves in here, some baby calves. So I'm really happy with that. Now my chore would be feeding them, getting some water, getting some straw in there, and moving forward with this. But like I said, this is going to be the last episode here on Texas. I hope you enjoyed the series as much as I did playing on it. And I really like this design. If I had to redo it, maybe I would build over here as well. Maybe take out some of this tree line, but utilize more of this back drive. I could put some barns back here as well. As you can see, I just parked, a bunch of equipment back here in the end. But I really like this layout and the design of this map, absolutely. So I'll let you guys go there. And thank you so much for watching this series. If you haven't joined yet with the channel here, Farming with Nick, I would love to have you kind of tag along here and see what kind of things I will be working on with FS25 coming out, and hopefully my builds improve and give you some ideas, and I can bounce some ideas off of you. So if you haven't yet, feel free to join the channel, and I hope you have a good one. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.